What up, YouTube? It's about TJDaKid back with another video, man. Another college football 26 and Madden 26 Road to Glory plus Superstar trailer. So I guess it's two trailers in one. So 2-for-1 special. So why not? No need to put it in two vids. Put it all in one. Y'all know we got this. Then we're going to watch every Ray Weather. Y'all know how it go. Like, comment, subscribe. And we're waiting on NCAA to come out, man. Let's get it. Let's get it!
Follow your career from high school recruit all the way to NFL legend with Road to Glory.
And I do
EA
plan
Sports
on
college football.
My bad. I do plan on actually doing a series this year of doing the Road to Glory. I tried to do it last year, but it was complications.
26.
It was really the game. It wasn't me.
NFL 26.
I'm gonna try to transfer him too.
Create and customize your player and select a position archetype with completely new options across
I'm
a
thinking
variety
quarterback
of
and
positions.
DB.
Then begin your legacy as a high school recruit. The foundation of your entire career hinges on weekly themes based on your archetype, each offering unique gameplay opportunities to impact your tape score and star rating.
You gotta try to get to a
For
5-star.
example, a pocket passer quarterback might face a lockdown corner week.
I'm
Within
attacking that.
week, you'll have the option to choose 4 key moments to play from the game. Each
so you don't play the full
centered
game?
around the theme to showcase your
I'm
skills
cook- man,
in
I'm cooking
critical
him.
situations. It's your chance to capture the attention of your favorite college programs and meet their recruiting requirements. Performance-based scholarships.
That might actually be good, not having to
And-
play the full game or not. You know what I'm saying? Just play the key moments. You gotta show out on your key
In a
moments.
highly competitive recruiting class, you'll compete against
Might
a
not be bad.
dynamic pool of others for limited offers. The sooner you decide,
I think they say you could
the better your
decommit, too.
chances to secure a coveted roster spot before it's gone. To add
Offer could
depth
get
to
revoked?
every Road to Glory experience, we're introducing Coach Happiness, a new
Coach
measure
Happiness.
of your coach's short-term perception of you as a player. While Coach Trust remains an important part of your long-term development, Coach Happiness offers a more short-term evaluation, impacting your experience week to week, and is influenced by your actions off the field and your performance on it. Speaking of on-field performance, the new per-play grading system,
I might cut it down. I don't
as
know
well
if this
as
is
Coach
copyrighted or not.
Happiness, can determine
I hope not.
whether you stay in the game or risk being benched or worse.
Wait, my bad.
Performance. The new per-play grading system, as well as Coach Happiness, can determine whether you stay in the game or risk being benched or worse.
Jeez, get
suspended.
benched?
So manage your weekly priorities wisely. Focus on grades, team chemistry, and practice time.
And what would happen last year, bro, they kept giving me like 100 and 200 points to upgrade my player. I could have did that, but like I don't want my players just be 99 over. I want to try to work for it. You know what I'm saying? But like every time I did one, they kept doing that. So I was like, I'm just not gonna do it.
Collect titles and
It was a
awards and
glitch
look back at all the
that I
hard
wasn't
work
even
you
trying to
earned
do.
during your college career in the new trophy room. Win 3 Heismans on your road to glory? Show them off. Maybe you won the Natty or a few. But this time, your story doesn't end with the college championship. Continue your football journey, taking it seamlessly to the next level.
The NFL. Enhance your NFL draft experience by importing your Road to Glory player into Madden NFL.
Oh, so this is
26
Madden part now. It's
Superstar
like it transferred. Now we on Madden part.
mode, giving you a unique opportunity to aim for a top 5 pick. Your college performance can give you a head start in establishing yourself in the NFL, impacting
got
everything
grades.
from your draft position to your new sphere of influence. Your football legacy isn't just about how you play
Ooh.
on game. It's
That
about
juking in the
all of
backfield might be
decisions you
OP.
make and the connections you build along the way. The all-new sphere of influence.
Oh, you get a tattoo
places
connection?
you at the
Oh, you can do
center of a
tattoos on
dynamic
Madden, I
network
think.
of relationships. Every
they just gonna
interaction
have-
with your sphere of influence presents a
Who that
meaningful
fine?
choice.
That's my agent? Our agent some fine
Every
shit?
interaction with your
Now I know EA can have better graphics than this, but I can see fine shit through the bad graphics, eh?
sphere of influence presents a meaningful choice that will impact your future.
EA
Strong
could
connections
be
can
way
earn you
better
exclusive
with the
rewards
graphics.
like expanding your playbook, improving teammates, and unlocking better responses to media questions to increase your own influence. Every week in the NFL presents players with moments that ultimately determine how their career unfolds. New game day beats presents fresh and authentic NFL narratives that dictate your focus from week to week. Take on new challenges tailored to your specific
Complete 10
career
passes,
chapter.
throw it.
Each
That's
week you
easy
gameplay
though.
objectives from your
I mean, the
coach
10
and
passes I would
gameplay
be
modifiers
thinking
that
easy, right?
raise the stakes. Find an answer
Whoa.
and gameplay.
Oh, that's crazy. Change the direction the worst, obviously. But like, it's crazy. Like they got him like being cold. I want to do. Is your accessories gonna change like automatically?
Modifiers that raise the stakes. Find an answer to your rival's blitz.
Even though in real life they don't be on that type timing.
Or upset a top seed in a road playoff game. Go from first overall pick to MVP. Or take a tougher path to solidify your football legacy. Pre-order the MVP bundle today.
It's already ordered, baby.
EA Sports College Football 26 and Madden NFL 26.
All right, y'all know who we on next, man.
We just got yet another
Speed
deep
it up.
dive from EA Sports, and this one is pretty interesting because it covers not only Road to Glory for College Football 26, but it also covers Superstar Mode for Madden 26. This video is presented by the EA Creator Network, as they did give me this information that you're not some really sick videos, be covering all the stuff you want to know, showing you gameplay, so make sure to subscribe and the bell icon on if you don't want to miss that, because I've got some really sick videos coming for you guys really, really soon. Now, we're going to start with Road to Glory first, and then we're going to switch over to Superstar Mode, but there's quite a bit to cover here for Road to Glory. Now, your first big choice for Road to Glory is going to be selecting your star rating. You can be a 5-star all the way down to a 2-star, just like last year.
Now obviously, when we get closer and shit, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna try to see like which one I want to be. But what y'all thinking? Like, tell me like now, should I be like a 5-star or should I be like a 2-star?
And determined if you begin with an ability tied to your archetype. Elite prospects start with 1 gold and 1 silver ability, while the blue chips begin with 1 silver. Contributors and underdogs have to earn their abilities through a performance. Now, a quarterback's archetype, for example, will affect their starting skills. So if you're a pocket passer, you would get step up and dot. If you're a pure runner, you would get magician and workhorse. Your initial rating shapes early expectations, but it's not permanent. A 5-star can fall and a 2-star can rise. Your journey depends on how you perform, which is
I might do
so
2-star, bro.
You're gonna go up or down based on what you do, which I think is a really good addition.
Try to get up there for real.
Rating, your next major decision is choosing your position and archetype, a choice that defines how you play and how schools will view your potential. In College 26, you can play as a quarterback, halfback, wide receiver, Mike linebacker, or cornerback, each with revamped archetypes to reflect real player styles. Halfbacks, for example, have 6 archetypes like East-West playmaker or elusive bruiser, each with unique attributes, skill caps.
That'd be hard to like
kind of
determine too, like
that no new positions. I don't
what
know
type of archetype.
I feel like it's been long overdue. We got to keep pushing forward because we definitely should have more by now. But the one thing they did do is within those positions, they did give us a wider range of archetypes to make the players more unique. So I do like that, but we do need more positions. Now, your archetype will impact more than the gameplay. It shapes your recruiting journey. Schools may favor or overlook you based on fit. For instance, Army or Navy might avoid a pocket passer unless you prove you're worth the system change. After picking your archetype, you'll customize your player from appearance to hometown and high school. Where you're from matters, as local schools will show stronger recruiting interest. Out-of-state offers are still possible, but harder to earn. You'll also choose your high school name and mascot. There are 6 preset options with unique branding, but full team builder integration lets you fully
choose your
customize
high
your
school
team or recreate your real-life high school, which I think a lot of people are probably going to do that because it just makes it more unique. But either way, you can go generic or you can create your own. Choice is yours. Now, once your school's set, you'll customize your player's look and style. You choose the body types, and you can even choose the new lean frame for the really skinny type receivers or quarterbacks. That's in the game now. You'll outfit your player with gear and personalize their movement on the field. You can personalize everything from your throwing motion.
Okay, so I wonder if you choose loosey goosey, will you fumble more?
To your QB stance, your wide receiver stance,
shit,
and there's a ton of options for these, which I think is really good. I like the customization they're starting to give us with the game. Like I said, we just need more positions.
It look cool,
now, with your player fully created, your high school selected, and your style locked in, it's time to begin your journey and take the field. From here, every rep will matter, and every performance shapes the next chapter of Road to Glory. Your Road to Glory starts with a media interview with Alice Zimmer, where you reveal what drives your college decision, academics, championships, playing time, etc. Your answers will shape which schools are most likely to pursue you based on how well your motivation aligns with their priorities. From there, your high school season begins and your focus shifts to building your tape, a measure of your on-field performance. Strong tape draws attention, but to land offers, your tape score must match a school's standards. Managing your recruiting board becomes key as schools begin tracking you closely. Recruiting will be competitive, and how you manage your top schools can make or break your path to a scholarship. Every school sets a scholarship threshold, and to earn an offer...
Why is he a 68 overall, though? Steve Shafansky.
Success tape score must meet or exceed it. Your assessed tape score will vary from school to school. It is a representation of how that school views your film and how well your skill set aligns with what they're looking for at your position.
like that.
Now, a school scholarship threshold isn't static. It's shaped by multiple factors, including team prestige, scheme fit, your motivations, proximity to campus, team needs, and the answers in the scenarios and other off-field decisions. To make informed decisions, you can view each school's full evaluation of you from the Overview tab on your recruiting board. Here, you'll find your assessed tape score, projected role, current depth chart, and head coach boost and tendencies. Everything you need to understand how that school sees you and where you might fit. You'll be a part of a 4,100 player recruiting class, competing with others for offers at your position. The recruiting class tab shows who each school is targeting, and if someone else commits at your spot, your current tape score might not be enough. Offers could become harder to earn or even be withdrawn. You can manage your recruiting board anytime from the high school tab, keeping up to 10 schools on your list. You can add, remove, or reorder them based on your tape score and fit with each program. Now, while you progress, the college football world will evolve. Seniors will graduate, recruits commit, coaches move, and players transfer. So you need to stay updated through the hub with the rankings, news, coaching changes, and more. So this is all important to keep in mind. You could take an early scholarship, you could try to wait it out, but if you wait it out, teams can remove the scholarship, or you could fall further down.
I think I might go early. early
for that team
method.
because maybe they sign somebody else. So this stuff evolves and moves
I
around. It
think
doesn't
they
just
say you
stay
can
how it is when you set it up,
decommit,
which I
too.
think is really good. Now let's talk about building your tape, because this
Well,
is
I
the
always
biggest
try
part
to
of the high school
transfer.
portion. Once your season kicks off, your goal is to build your tape by playing 5 high school games, each with 4 key moments. These moments will place you in specific situations, like a go-ahead drive or being pinned deep. You need to meet these goals, and that shapes your tape score. Each moment has a basic and harder goal, or sometimes a single high-stakes objective. Your success boosts your tape and draws attention from schools, especially if the moment aligns with what they value. Schools weigh moments differently, applying a tape score boost from 1 to 3 times based on how well it fits their system. And you get to choose your 4 moments each week, so strategy matters. Pick situations your top schools care about. Once on the field, you'll see the setup, goals, and how schools evaluate the scenario. Your archetype shapes your playbook, and you'll have full control at the line with audibles and adjustments. During drives, goals stay on screen, and key opponents are marked as rivals. After each moment, a summary shows completed goals, total tape, and any team impacts. Positive impacts like touchdowns boost your tape, while mistakes like turnovers reduce it. If you're not on Heisman difficulty, you can retry moments with the number of retries based on your difficulty level. Now I'm going to interject here because
Damn, so if you're in high school, so if you're on Heisman, you can't redo that shit. Damn.
this is another thing about Road to Glory that I think might get some pushback. Like I said, we need more positions, but the way they chose to go about high school, I do think it's interesting, but I know there's a lot of people that just simply want to play full games or an entire season. Even if they just gave you 5 or 6 games and you could play the
I
whole
like
game,
it like
I think
this,
that would be
though.
cool. In my opinion, I think they should allow you to do it both ways. If you want to kind of go about it this way and have it be a little more streamlined, a quick in and out, get through high school in about 2 hours, cool, but also give the option to do just a full season or a full 6 games,
I
whatever
agree.
the case may be, for the people that want to do that as well. At least going forward next year, give people the
Trying to
opportunity
pad
to do
your
both. Because some
stats.
people would prefer this. Some people do not want the long, drawn-out high school. It takes too long. I didn't like that as much back in the day personally. Some people would rather a quicker high school, but for those that want to play the longer high school, just give them that option, so you can take whichever route you want. Now up next is managing your star rating. After each game, your star rating and rankings will update based on your performance. To remain a 5-star prospect, near perfection is needed, but rankings can rise or fall for any star level. Your final rating impacts the strength of
I
your
feel like
scholarship
it would be
offers and
easier
starting
to
abilities in
rise
college.
than-
4-star and 5-star recruits
Like-
also unlock an additional mental ability before leaving high school.
Oh
Each
my-
week will bring high
I'd
school
rather
scenarios,
rise than
interactions with coaches, classmates,
be
and
on the
off-the-field
verge
challenges.
of
Coaches may show
falling.
interest, but they can
That's
also
why I
back off.
wouldn't do
Your
a
responses
2-star.
shape your recruiting with choices like favoring a school
That makes
or signaling
sense.
disinterest to focus on other options. Scenarios evolve based on your performance, location, and playing time. Coaches will adjust their messaging based on team success or your other schools.
I gotta either
Coaches
play
adjust
in
their
Florida
messaging
or
based on
Texas,
team
bro.
success
Got
or your
to.
other schools' performances. You'll also interact with classmates, and
Or
how you handle these moments
Louisiana.
can influence how schools perceive you, shaping your recruiting journey. So again, for what they did give us with high school, I like that it's more than just simply playing moments. I like that your star rating moves, your tape score moves. You have to interact with coaches, you have to interact with other people in your life, and how you interact with them and how they interact with you is ever changing. So I like that that stuff seems to be a bit dynamic. Again, just give people the option to play a full high school, and I think more people will be happy. Now, there's also something called highlight moments, and it says that some schools will challenge you with highlight moments, high-stakes opportunities to showcase a skill that they value. These moments are high risk, high reward. If you succeed, you can gain significant attention from that school, but the goals are tougher than standard gameplay. Highlight moments come with a 6-9
Bro,
tape
get
score.
a 50+ yard pass. That's hard, gang. Like, you gotta bond that bit. That's hard.
If you
Like, passing for 200, that's something. But, like, that's over the game. Like, that's only, well, yeah, see, look, that's only one drive. Once you get past the 50, you gotta run backwards so you can try to get that 50+
See if you can
yard.
rise on a school's board, reignite their interest, or get a better scholarship offer. These moments, tailored to specific skills, can make or break your recruitment. Succeed and you're back in the conversation. Fail and you may lose valuable ground. This is another thing that's dynamic as well, which again, I like that they're making a lot of the stuff dynamic. Your offer can also change. A school can give you a good offer and then they can reduce it, or they can make it even better. Moving on to scholarship offers, it says each scholarship offer is just the start. Each has its own tier, bonuses, and risks. Your goal is to improve that.
Okay, I'm trying to see
Moving
what
on to
quarterback
scholarship
I would do.
offers, it says each scholarship offer is just
Not per. Backfield creator. It's out of these 3. I think it's really out of these 2. Pocket passer and dual threat. Or back. Yeah, it got to be back. Yeah, dual threat or pocket passer.
the start. Each has its own
Obviously,
tier,
when we
bonuses,
get there,
and risks.
it's
Your
gonna
goal is to
get-
improve that offer, as scholarship tiers can change based on performance, how schools view you, and recruiting landscape. Your star rating is key. As it rises, your offer may improve with better perks, but a drop in rating can downgrade your offer. A 5-star may get the best starting offer, but it can change if your performance slips or another recruit surpasses you. Your interactions with coaches, highlight moments, and off-field choices all influence how schools evaluate you. So this is another thing that's dynamic. Your scholarships can change. They can improve or they can get worse, or like it said earlier in the blog, they can just pull it all together. So I like that at least most of the stuff in this portion is dynamic and changes. That makes it feel more alive, and it makes it feel like your choices and your play actually matter. Moving on here, what comes with a better scholar? Higher tier offers aren't just for bragging rights, they come with bonuses that impact your college career. Stronger starting values in your academics, brand, leadership, and training meters. You can get additional XP, extra skill points, higher starting coach trust. These are all examples of what a good offer could look like. These perks won't apply until you arrive on campus, but they can make a big difference early in your college career, giving you a leg up on playing time, progression, and leadership roles. Verbally committing. To secure your scholarship, you can verbally commit to a school,
I heard
locking in
about
your
this
offer
too.
and bonuses. Once committed, your offer can't get worse, but it won't improve either unless you decommit. Decommitting has consequences. The tape score required to earn a new offer from that school will increase, and your maximum potential bonus may decrease. Even after committing, your offer isn't safe. If another player at your position signs with that school, or if your performance drops, your offer could be revoked. So again, all this stuff is dynamic, which is what I like. They even have senior night. At the end of your high school season, senior night gives you a final chance to showcase your growth and tape. It's a special moment, but also the last time to manage your top schools. After that game, you must announce your top 3 schools, which will carry over to signing day. Now, after earning your offers, it's time to make the choice on signing day, the final step of your high school journey. The moment unfolds in your high school gym with hats of the top 3 schools laid out. You can play to the crowd, fake them out, or add some drama, but when it's time, you'll grab the hat of the school you're ready to commit to, the place where you'll start building your legacy. And when I was down at EA, they even mentioned that, yes, you can pick up a hat and even throw it, which I think is pretty cool. It's just funny. Like, why not? Now we're stepping into college. Once you've earned your offer and chosen your school, the college phase begins, bringing new challenges and decisions. Each week, you'll manage 2 main activities.
So, see, we got like 2 weeks chat till this come out.
And setting your weekly agenda. You got to focus once again on academics, physical training, socializing, and team bonding to improve various attributes and develop your brand. You got to balance them all, which is what makes it a little difficult. Now, for your weekly agenda, College 26 is going to introduce an updated energy system to reflect a real student-athlete's week. You start with 5 energy points on a short week, 6 on a regular week, and 7 on a bye week, with 1 point for each open day. You'll use this energy to manage different areas, and each decision impacts the meters in unique ways. The meters will now rise and fall dynamically based on your choices and energy use, creating a natural push and pull. New off-field scenarios will challenge you each week, affecting your meters in both positive and negative ways. These moments capture the unpredictability of college life and the consequences of your choices. And your weekly agenda now also requires that you manage long-term wear and tear. Your decisions impact not just the next game, but your entire season and career. Which brings us to season and career health. In College 26, managing your body is crucial. Every hit adds up, and some players handle the physical demands better than others. The game introduces season and career health pools tracking your recovery capacity. Once depleted,
I
you
seen
can't
that
recover
too.
until the
So,
off-season.
hey, so like something happened in high school can impact how I am in Madden, which is
Your pool
crazy.
replenishes each season.
I would
but how
think,
much depends
right?
on how much you preserve. Aggressive training can drain recovery, leading to
Or if
burnout.
I tear
This
my
is another
ACL in high
big change
school?
to the entire game this year, but it's really going to affect Road to Glory a lot because you have a career health now. So as your career carries on, you're going to recover slower from the wear and tear. Moving on to NIL deals. In College Football 26, NIL deals are a key part of your journey, allowing you to partner with brands, boost your profile, and earn rewards. It says this year, over 35 new deals are added, offering more options and rebalanced payouts. NIL deals provide an alternative to training, which increases wear and tear. Pursuing NIL opportunities lets you develop your player without physical drawbacks. However, NIL deals require energy and careful balancing of your weekly priorities. Moving on to scenarios and dilemmas. Scenarios test your priorities and values impacting your career. These dilemmas, like skipping class or stealing a teammate's date, come with real consequences and shape your path.
Stealing
Your decisions
teammate
affect meters
date
like
is
coach trust
wild.
and coach happiness, influencing how coaches evaluate you. Scenarios now award XP for coach challenges, adding value to each moment. Moving on to coach trust and position battles. Coach trust evolves into a long-term progression system. It no longer just helps you win your position. Now consistent performance and growth unlocks new abilities like expanded playbook access and more control at the line of scrimmage. So here are some examples of what you can earn with coach trust. Play swaps. You get a new set of plays to choose from. Increased number of plays. Start with 1 play to choose during play calling and work up to 2, then 3, 6, 9, and 15, all the way up to full playbook access when you've achieved max coach trust. You can unlock audibles where you can change the play. You can unlock new hot routes. You can unlock QB protections. And if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you can unlock defensive adjustments. Coach trust will reflect how your coaches trust you, not just for snaps, but to lead the offense and defense. It grows throughout your college career, earned through both in-game performance and practice. This year, you'll receive notifications showing how much coach trust you earned from simulated practices, making your progress clear. And as you increase your coach trust, you'll compete in position battles with difficulty scaling based on the spot you're fighting for. Climbing the depth chart now becomes more competitive, with moving up from third string to backup easier than securing the starting role. Now that brings us to coach happiness, which is a completely different system that they're integrating into these career modes for the first time. Coach happiness reflects your coach's feelings based on your weekly performance and off-field decisions. Unlike coach trust, which is a long-term system, coach happiness fluctuates based on how well you're doing right now. It directly impacts your spot on the depth chart. If it's high, you'll progress faster in coach trust, but if it drops too low, your trust slows, and you may even get benched or demoted. To get your spot back, you'll need to compete in a position battle, but first, your happiness rating must return to neutral. So this is kind of new things that they're introducing here, where you can actually get benched if your coach isn't happy with you, even if it's just for a game or maybe half a game. I think that makes
Half
this
a
lot
game
more
is
interesting.
crazy.
So what will affect your coach happiness? Well, game performance obviously is going to be a big deal. Your other meters that you have to balance, like your schooling, right? So if you have a low GPA or you get poor leadership ratings, that can make your coach unhappy. The scenarios also affect this, like your off-field actions, like acing an interview or skipping class. That can affect coach happiness. Your practices, of course. Good practice performances are going to make your coach happier. Bad ones will make him not as happy. Moving on to game day, it says game day feels more immersive and personal than ever. The new Road to Glory camera options put you directly in the action, especially when running out of the tunnel. You'll experience the stadium atmosphere, hearing the band, and feeling the crowd's energy as you make your entrance. And they've even added
But
camera
you know how
where
many
can
times they
actually
had to
look around the stadium
record
when you
it? They
run
had
out.
to do this
It's
for
pretty
every
cool. It's a
team. That's crazy.
nice little touch. College traditions like touching the Gatorhead in Florida or tapping the wind bar at LSU are brought to life, and you'll see fans showing support, even painting your name on their chest as you gain recognition. But also you have to manage your body on game day. If you push too hard, take too many hits, or play recklessly, your season health will suffer. So you want to protect your body late in the game on game day for sure. Moving on to per play grading here, it says every snap will count this year. The per play grading system tracks your performance in real time, reflecting how a coach evaluates you. Your grade starts based on your coach happiness. Players with low happiness begin with lower grades and a shorter leash. Every play impacts your grade, whether it's a touchdown, defensive stop, or a mistake. Grades are earned. You get an A through consistent execution, but mistakes can drop you fast. If your grade is an F, you'll be benched for a quarter. Upon return, you'll start with a D+ for a second chance, but another mistake
Benched
can lead
for
to
a
a permanent
quarter?
benching. And at the end of each game, your final grade determines what rewards or consequences you earn. That includes followers. You can gain or lose fans based on a performance. You can gain or lose XP based on it. You can gain or lose coach trust and coach happiness based on what you did in the game.
I wonder, is it a way to like gain on the L? Like, what if you have just a epic battle, like 45 to 42, and you lose like at the end, like
It's
will
the
you
same for
still
everyone. Right?
rise
Overall
or
starter
like
may get
you know
the
what I'm
benefit of
saying?
the doubt, but a
I feel
fringe
like you
player or
should
backup risk
rise
getting
after
sat
that,
back after
just a
one
little
bad
bit,
game.
not too
Consistency
crazy,
will be
but
key. A single off day won't ruin you, but repeated struggles will start to compound, and your coach's happiness will fade. Every rep, drive, and play matters in shaping your relationship with your coach. Again, I've said it a few times. It seems like they've made stuff a lot more dynamic this year, and to me, that's one of the bigger things that this mode in both college and Madden had been missing. Up next is progression. The progression is more natural, with skill group levels expanded from 10 to 20 for greater control over development. Upgrade costs are rebalanced to match your career pace. You can upgrade anything through gameplay, training, and NIL deals. New physical and mental abilities require meeting multiple thresholds to unlock top-tier abilities, adding depth and differentiation across player types. And that brings us to the trophy room, which they finally added back this year. You can track your accomplishments, rivalry wins, bowl games, titles, and individual awards are automatically added, each with full context like opponent, season, and score. Each player has their own trophy room with over 160 trophies.
and I
to
think they
collect.
said they could
now,
do
we've
it
gone
through
through high school,
every
we've gone through college.
mode
Now that
too.
brings us to the NFL, so we go over to Superstar mode now. Now with Superstar mode, the first thing we got to talk about are career chapters, and this is something new that they're introducing. They said missing from previous iterations of Superstar mode was a sense of where you stood in your journey at any given time. Yeah, you had an overall, and maybe you were on a Super Bowl winning team, but how close were you to becoming a true NFL superstar? The path to stardom has many steps, and with the addition of Superstar career chapters, you're tangibly stepping your way up to greatness. You will know who you are and what you need to do to reach the next level. You can start as a backup and earn your way to a starting role by proving yourself. As your career progresses, the challenge grows, winning over coaches, teammates, fans, and media on your path to greatness. Each chapter has clear goals, but failing them can cost you playing time. Balancing all aspects, performance, relationships, and reputation is key. So let's talk about the backup experience first. It said that the dev team set out to make playing as a backup fun and challenging, not just a grind. Inspired by real NFL stories like Brock Purdy and Russell Wilson, they wanted the experience to feel exciting and dynamic. To avoid repetitive drills, backups now get real in-game chances like mop-up duty or filling in due to injury, giving you meaningful opportunities to prove yourself and climb the depth chart. But there's also another chapter called Getting Benched. It says Superstar now adds real consequences, thankfully. Poor play can get you benched, and failing coach objectives may lead to a depth chart drop. But getting benched isn't the end. Like real-life comebacks from players such as Baker Mayfield or Geno Smith, redemption chapters let you fight your way back, rebuild trust, and reclaim your path to greatness. You could also demand trades. It says trade demands are finally here in Superstar. Build enough influence with your agent, and you can request a trade at the season's end, choosing your next destinations. But switching teams does have a cost. You'll need to win over a new locker room and possibly fight for a starting job all over again. So those are just 3 different types of career chapters.
Gotta get traded to a
talking
team
about
with
how
no
you progress
quarterback.
through these chapters. It says moving through chapters requires you to earn influence with key characters by meeting objectives. This is all managed by the sphere of influence. More on that in a bit. From the Superstar menu, you can always view your current chapter and objectives you need to reach the next chapter. The chapter list that they have here says high expectations, move up the depth chart, prove you belong, next steps, becoming team leader, fan sensation, superstar, and Hall of Famer. So these are all different chapters you can experience in the mode. There's also redemption chapters like find your footing, earn your spot back, or a step back. And that brings us to the sphere of influence, which is something new they're adding to Superstar mode. The sphere of influence lets you build relationships both on and off the field. Your gameplay and choices will determine who you bond with, and balancing these relationships is key. For example, as a QB, do you focus on building chemistry with your star wide receiver or spread the ball around to everyone? You earn influence points by meeting objectives for each character, but poor choices can lead you to lose points. The sphere of influence tracks your top relationships and rewards so you can manage your connections and see how they impact your career. Now this brings us to your inner circle. In Superstar mode, once you've maximized an influence level with a character, they become part of your inner circle. This ensures that you can never lose influence points with them. Being in the inner circle also gives you an advantage. Each character in your inner circle boosts your influence modifier, allowing you to earn influence points faster with others. The more the relationship you build, the easier it is to gain trust from new characters. So they're kind of treating this a little more like an RPG in a way, and kind of how it would be in real life. Every player has an inner circle, they have an entourage or whatever, so there's different characters that you can bring in, and these people will help how you progress in different areas of the game. So what kind of people can be in your sphere of influence? Well, the first one obviously is going to be your coach. It's the most crucial relationship in the mode. To earn playing time, unlock your playbook, and use pre-play commands, you must maintain a strong influence with your coach. Achieving weekly objectives and good player grades is key to keeping him happy. So again, coach happiness. However, be cautious. The coach is quick to lose confidence if things go wrong, and losing influence can lead to losing privileges or even being demoted on the depth chart. So for your coach, if you have good influence with him, if you're building a good relationship, he's going to give you a little more freedom. He's going to open up the playbook more. He's going to let you hot route and audible. So it's kind of, they're bringing that coach trust and coach happiness in a way over to Superstar mode so that you're not just jumping in and having everything handed to you right away. Now, other people in your sphere of influence, of course, will be teammates, and the relationship with your teammates can evolve based on your gameplay. If you favor certain players, like targeting your tight end or running behind your left tackle, expect those bonds to strengthen. The system tracks your actions, assigning influence values to teammates, both positive and negative. Building strong relationships unlock powerful rewards, such as ratings boosts and abilities for your teammates, making it easier for you to perform when everyone is working together.
Right on.
But there's also other characters that can come along during this as well. These characters, based on real-life archetypes, offer exclusive rewards and ways to enhance your inner circle modifier. For instance, the tattoo artist offers unique tattoos, while the sports psychologist can boost your game ratings. Each character has their own reward path, creating a fun collection and balancing system that provides meaningful, powerful boosts in your career. So they're kind of bringing back these characters from old Superstar mode. You actually have a tattoo artist, you have an agent, and they're going to all just offer different benefits based on what they would do for you in real life. Now, weekly activities also play into this. Every decision impacts your relationship with coaches, teammates, and the sphere of influence characters, unlocking new opportunities and creating challenges. You might host an autograph signing to boost your fan base, or take your star receiver to dinner to build a better bond. These choices are tailored to your career and will affect your path to stardom. You also have to manage your wear and tear, ensuring that you maintain peak performance while navigating your career. So again, they're even bringing fans and like media into this as well. You have to try to please everybody. You got to try to balance all these things with your own health, how you're playing on the field, all of that. Moving on to Game Day Beats. It says Superstar Mode introduces Game Day Beats, a revolutionary system that makes every week feel unique and impactful. Unlike previous versions, where every game felt like just another day, Game Day Beats adds personalized challenges and dynamic gameplay. Each week, you'll face different objectives based on your role, your team situation, and your opponent, such as overcoming a blitz scheme or adjusting to a snowy game in Buffalo. The system is designed to evolve with your character, providing fresh storylines, challenges, and objectives that keep every game exciting. With over 500 unique Game Day Beats, your Superstar experience will feel real and unpredictable. And that brings us to the next part where they talk about changing gameplay in Superstar Mode. It says, as stated earlier, one of our goals was to sunset the days of Superstar gameplay feeling repetitive. Our top goal was to bring the front-end feeling of narrative, fiction, and achievement into the actual game. Sphere of Influence integrated with Game Day Beats gives us several new ways to impact the game day experience. So like we just talked about, there's gameplay modifiers where you have to overcome a certain scheme or overcome the weather. There's coach objectives that are predicated on the modifiers for that particular game, and your coach will ask you to do things that map the challenge at hand. These are not just random objectives, they're a part of the organic challenge of that week. Earning influence with teammates and other characters will also impact the way you play on game day. You may be faced with a decision to please your coach or build a relationship with your teammate. Maybe you can even double up and win the favor of both of them in a game, which is ideal. And they're also introducing spot duty and shorter gameplay experiences in the backup role that will deliver a new way to play. Objectives will fit the shorter time windows, giving you a meaningful way to play when you're earning your role. So for example, a guy might get hurt, you got to come in for a game or two like they talked about earlier, or maybe it's a blowout and they put you at the end, just kind of see what you can do. There's going to be ways for you to get in the game and kind of prove that, hey, maybe you are better than the starter. And they also touched on the Superstar Live experience. It says live events have been revamped with new gameplay rules, environments, and exclusive rewards. Showdown returns with ranked divisions, letting you squad up for 3v3 competition and climb seasonal leaderboards. They're also adding limited time events that bring constant creative twists to gameplay throughout the year, so it could be like some weird house rule stuff. But here's the big one, and I think people are going to love this. It says after 16 years, online mini games are back. You can compete against other superstars in skill-based games for bragging rights and unique rewards. So back in the day, you used to be able to play like rushing attack and things like that online. So within Superstar Mode, you can take your player, go online, and I don't know which mini games are going to be available. It's probably not going to be all of them, but some of the bigger ones, you'll be able to play against other online opponents. That's something I'm looking forward to. And that's not all. They also said Superstar Mode will evolve more than it kind of has in the past. You know how like Ultimate Team constantly gets these different updates throughout the year? They're kind of starting to want to do that more with the offline modes. And it says that the league evolves into a truly living mode with new abilities, sphere of influence characters, and level cap increases rolling out post-launch. So in updates, they can add new characters into Superstar Mode. They can add new abilities that you can unlock. They can increase the level cap and things like that, which will just make you want to kind of come back and keep playing it, giving you new things to look out for, which I think's great. That was a lot to take in, but I'm pretty excited to try it out this year because it sounds like they've made some really good, meaningful changes, even though there's still a few other things I'd like to see added. Hey, if you're interested in Dynasty Mode for College 26, which also has a lot of changes.
Comment down below how y'all feel about it, man. July 10th. It's coming out.
Tell me something I don't know, some y'all know ain't something I don't know. Yeah. Boy, I been trapping my ass off, fuck it, I'ma hit up the old phone. Everybody see that sack, now everybody hit up the deep phone. Don't hit this phone if you ain't trying to spend no money, I'm trying to get this P on.
Subscribe to the channel, bro.